to do this as a test here, so we can record us hashing out what we're going to name this podcast. Maybe we could actually use this somehow in the future. What are your thoughts on the Konami code?
See, I would like it as a name, but I'm not sure whether it's too specific. Like,
yeah, that's my problem. Why pick that one manufacturer out of the dozens and dozens we would talk about?
Well, yeah, it's not so much the manufacturer, but it's the code itself. Like John, do you know what the Konami code is?
It's going over my head, obviously. No. It must be going over my head.
All right, Dinky.
Yeah, it's like the most well-known code in all video games. They used it all the time. The one I always know because of Contra. It's like the main code that gives you 30 lives.
Oh, to get the okay.
Up, down, down, left, right, BA.
Why don't you just call it that?
The up, down, left, right, BA. Select start podcast.
Hey, we'll have everybody say a phrase. So, Vintage, you'll be the up, down.
Right.
The Power Up podcast was kind of growing on me a little bit, too.
Yeah, I had that also as one of my picks.
Oh, yeah, I like that one, too. Because it's such a... It touches on so many different kinds of games.
Right.
You know, like, you have power-ups in, like, shooting games. You have them in, like, Mario games.
Right.
You know, like...
See, that's not even the first thing that popped into my head with that. The first thing I thought of is... If you have to play a video game, you have to power up something.
When I wrote full-blown gaming, I wasn't referring to fellatio. Because, talking about, like, going a different direction, I was doing kind of like an all-encompassing thing. That's where I was going. And then you said, get your mind out of the gutter or something.
Listen to his explanation.
I know. The explanation is even worse.
Well, just something all-encompassing. It's like, full-blown gaming. So that's where I just want to be clear on that. That wasn't a sexual thing.
I like Gaming 101.
Yeah.
You know what? My brother actually came up with that one, and from where we looked, it wasn't taken. I also liked the End User podcast. I thought that one was kind of interesting.
End User podcast.
I don't get that. Is that like, to me that's like...
an end user is like someone who buys a game and plays it, basically.
Oh. See, I thought of like, isn't that like a computer thing?
That's a PC term.
Yeah.
I know there's one title that says it all. We just haven't really hit on it.
What about the term pixelated?
I don't like long syllable words.
Too many syllables.
Because you figure you're going to have to say something
it's too
in the beginning.
confusing.
You're going to say it in the beginning of every single episode.
Okay.
Pixel Brothers.
Pixel Brothers podcast.
Megapixel?
Megapixel. But that's like, that makes me think of like a camera.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I do not know. What?
Alright, what about the Game Force? That was in my top 5. It has the
Not
word
too big
game.
on the word force.
You don't like force.
Not too much.
I love this.
John.
This is awesome.
This is a nightmare.
This is the worst part. This is seriously, I swear it's going to be the worst part. Because it just really irritates me. I feel like...
No, we definitely have to find something that we all like. I mean, we just have to.
And plus, I mean, names are one of those things where you make them and then you make the name good by putting out good stuff, you know?
Right.
Yep. It's like naming your child. I mean, you want to, you want to pick a name that everybody likes, that the parents will like. And then, hopefully the child grows and matures into a successful human being that you can be proud of. So that's like our podcast.
Hang on, I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. All right, Dink, put away the iTunes. We got to try to get this name thing figured out.
See, the way I look at it is, okay, we're going to be doing an April podcast, and we don't want to do it on April 1st.
That's the goal. We could do it like the second week of April. I hear John coming down.
Boy.
He's coming down the basement stairs, or falling down.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
My dad calls me Godzilla. I really stomp. Now, I was upstairs, and I thought of something. What about Hit Reset?
What?
Hit Reset.
Yeah, I kind of like that. And it's nice, too, because, like, I would assume that everyone, even modern, would know it, but it's more of a...
It's a console thing.
Yeah.
Every console has a reset button. We have to just convince Vintage.
How would that go? Like,
Welcome back to the Hit Reset podcast.
okay. How about Hit Reset Radio?
I like that.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Well, Reset Radio works because the two R's. You don't mind saying the extra R. It kind of rolls. Hit Reset Radio doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, I definitely think it sounds better than Hit Reset podcast.
Yeah.
Hit Reset Radio, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, no, it's wide open on iTunes.
Okay, Hit Reset Radio is available on YouTube.
You want to snatch it?
I think, yeah.
I'm going to try to
Yeah.
create an account right now.
I actually really do like it. I don't know. I mean, because it's got the retro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly retro, but it's also something that everyone's familiar with.